Hey everybody, Curtis here with another demo for you. This time I'm going to be demoing my Matchless Chieftain Amplifier, going into its 112 speaker cabinet, mic'd with a Shure SM7B. I'm going to be using my Paler Classic S guitar with Porter pickup, custom Strat set in it, and I'll just let you listen to the tone that I've set here. I've dialed in clean tone with the master cranked and the volume backed off a little bit, so you can listen, and we'll go through some of the controls in clean tone. So the Matchless Chieftain is 40 watts of impressive tube tone, has incredible tube-driven spring reverb, which I'll let you hear in a moment, and it has an impressive array of tonal control, bass, mid, treble, and brilliance. Fantastic sounding amp, useful for a variety of styles of playing, and I'm just going to do my best to kind of give you an overview of the controls and how it works. And just very quickly, a little bit about the amp. It has 5 12AX7s and 2 EL34s. 2 of the 12AX7s are in the preamp are for the tonal control, and then we have 2 for the tube-driven reverb. And then that preamp is coupled with 2 EL34s and via a 12AX7 phase inverter for incredible power. So, like I mentioned, I have the master cranked and the volume backed off a little bit. This gives us the highest sort of clean tone headroom, and there's a lot of volume available left with the clean tone. So you can back off on the master and then crank up the volume a good bit more and get a great dirty tone. We'll do that later in the demo when I switch to a humbucker guitar. So first, let's look at the reverb. Often I like to just dial in a touch of reverb on amplifiers. This reverb here almost never really gets to be kind of too much, I would say. So I'll just give you clean, let you listen first. Here we go. So now I'm going to bring in some reverb. Even introduce a good bit more. And even cranking it all the way, it's kind of never too much. So it has a really nice atmospheric kind of trail to it, kind of really great sounding reverb throughout the range of the knob, which I find very, very tasteful, that it's completely useful the whole way through the range. So I want to focus a little bit on the tonal controls. They're active tonal controls, so when you change one, you're going to want to probably adjust another one, in particular somewhere in relation to it. So if I adjust the brilliance and I bring that up, I may want to back off on the treble, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to put them at 12 o'clock for a sort of initial reference point, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of the range of each of these controls. So here we are at all the no reverb and all the tonal controls at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to start with the brilliance, so we'll back it off. And I'll just sort of show you a little bit of the range. So that is kind of really the high end, the upper range of your higher frequencies. Really kind of enables you to kind of cut through a little bit of definition and just really kind of control that upper atmosphere in your tonal range. So next, let's look at the treble control. We'll leave the Brilliance there. It's pretty much my favorite spot for it. So So that's the treble. Now I'm going to look at the mids. Mid control is probably one of the most essential controls to or tonal ranges to be able to control as a guitar player. If you really want to jump out in the mix, you want to boost the mids, some overdrive pedals. If you're pairing an overdrive with an amplifier, you really want to be able to control the mids. This amp works incredibly well with all guitar pedals because of the fact that it has quite the tonal range for the EQ, and you can really kind of change the frequencies based on what you want out of your overdriven tone or any other pedal for that matter. So the mid-range is incredibly important to be able to control. So I'll just let you listen again. So this is with it backed off. So you can kind of really start to hear that punch that we often love about a mid-range control on an overdrive tone or even clean tone. Really enables you to kind of stand out in the mix, gives you that kind of punch that you're looking for. And then last, we have the bass control, the low end. So I'll just let you listen quickly. So lots of low-end control available there. The Matchless Chieftain, 40 watts, incredible tone, 212AX7s controlling that tonal range, and it gives you a vast variety. You can dial in a number, almost endless amount of sounds with an EQ, full kind of range EQ like this, just to be able to really select and push the frequencies and cut back the frequencies that you don't want in your guitar tone, or accentuate the ones you do want. So I'm going to switch guitars now. So here I am now with my Gibson Sg with Porter Classic humbuckers in it, going into the low input on the Chieftain. I went into the high input with the single coil guitar. I'm going to let you listen now. I've dialed in a little bit more of a just kind of past the edge of breakup, kind of light overdriven territory in some ways, I would say. So I'll just let you listen here now. So that's a great edge of breakup kind of tone. I'm going to boost the volume a good bit more, back off on the master, and let's see if we can get a heavier tone kind of going on here. So there is a sample of some of the more overdriven tones that you can get out of the Matchless Chieftain amplifier. Fantastic, fantastic amp. Very happy with it. It sounds great in a number of different styles, takes pedals incredibly well, and is just awesome plugging straight in too. So thank you so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you absolutely have to. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you can. I do appreciate all the likes and comments and views, and I hope that you have a great day. Take care. Bye.